Matt go down and get him? Yeah. So that's our provincial guy, so he's back on.
We acknowledge we are hosted on the lands of the Mississaugas of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Wendat. We also recognize the enduring presence of all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. Please be seated. Thank you, Mr. Ross and the Commencement Wind Ensemble for that wonderful opening tour ceremony with Royal Air Force March Past by Walter Davies. Graduates, parents, and special guests and staff, welcome to our 45th annual commencement ceremony. My name is Catherine Barrett, and I am one of the teachers at Bethune, and today I am your host. It is a great honor for me to welcome our 2024 graduates, families, and friends to this very special occasion. Please allow me to introduce our special guests in the front row from your left to the right. Ms. Mena Wong, School Trustee for Ward 20. MP Jean Yip, Member of Parliament. Mr. Van Scott, Principal. MPP Ayers Babakian, Member of Provincial Parliament. Mr. Anant Sukram, Vice Principal. And in the second row on your left, Mr. Carl Thompson, son of R.K. Thompson. Mr. Walt Pedersen, Scarborough Angel Court Federal Liberal Association. Michael Conway, Rotarian representative of the Rotary Club. Our staff join our special guests on stage and helping behind the scenes. Would all Bethune staff please stand so that our graduates, parents, and guests can acknowledge you and your dedication and your hard work this past year. Thank you, staff. I ask that everyone please put their personal devices on silent for our ceremony. We also ask that all parents and guests remain for the entire ceremony. We are pleased to have a professional photographer from Edge Imaging here who will take a photo of each graduate as they accept their diplomas. These photos are available after the ceremony, and an email with instructions on how to access the photos will be sent to all graduates. I am now pleased to invite Mr. Van Scott, our principal, to address our graduating class.
Thank you, Mrs. Barrett. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining our graduation ceremonies for the class of 2024. Today, we celebrate a remarkable milestone in the lives of our graduates, and it is an honor to share this special occasion with all of you. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to the parents and guardians, families and friends of the graduates, our special guests, the teachers and staff, the musical entertainers, and most importantly, our graduates. You came here 4 years ago, the same time I came, so it's very special to be here celebrating this occasion with you. We are also webcasting this event, so we welcome all those watching via the internet. The lovely flowers and refreshments are compliments of your school parent council. I'd like to thank them for their support. A special thank you to our teachers who would normally be sitting in the audience but have graciously moved onto the stage area to allow room for all our graduates and their families. We have a teacher here at Bethune who has decided it is also time for him to graduate. I'd like to congratulate Mr. Jessa, who has over 30 years experience as a teacher, 23 of them right here at Bethune. Graduates, this is a time to be proud of the learning you have achieved, proud of the friendships you've cultivated, proud of your many accomplishments. Your high school experience is now a part of your history, and I hope you will cherish it. I have a favorite quote from Mark Twain that I'd like to share with you. It actually might seem a little unusual coming from the principal, but the quote goes as follows: "You should never let school interfere with your education." Think about it. I hope that over the last 4 years you've come to realize that although Bethune has been a convenient and safe place for you to come and learn, your learning never ends, and the best learning happens through your engagement in the world. Hopefully we've set the stage for you all to be curious, questioning, and willing to take action on what is happening in our society. Please, go out there and improve it. During today's ceremony, you'll hear about students who have earned significant recognition both inside and beyond the walls of our school. Thank you to them for helping to make Bethune a great school in our community and beyond. Their success, of course, is our success. Along with those receiving public accolades, I would like to thank the many fine students who showed up every day and created the incredible culture that makes Bethune so memorable. Congratulations to all of our graduates and their families. Before I end, I'd like to point out that shortly we'll be presenting our graduates with diplomas, fake diplomas. You get the real ones next week. And the photographer will be taking your picture, as you heard. In many cultures, it's customary to shake hands with the presenter. However, at Bethune, we try our best to accommodate everyone, and for some students, the handshake may not be appropriate. If that's your situation, please just place your hand on your shoulder as you approach to signal to the presenter. We want this experience to be enjoyable for everyone. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. At this time, I would like to invite our Member of Parliament, Jean Yip, to say a few words.
Good afternoon. I'm Jean Yip, the Member of Parliament of this wonderful riding of Scarborough Agincourt. It's a pleasure to be here at Norman Bethune Collegiate Institute to pay tribute to the graduating class of 2024. I know the journey hasn't been easy. During your first 2 years of high school, you've had to deal with lots of upheaval, from COVID, from canceled activities, to online classes. That probably brings you back some memories, right? You got off to a bit of a rocky start, but look at you now. And I've heard such great things from your principal here about the robotic teams, 5 teams, and how the young women went from near the bottom to this year placing 5th in the province. That is so amazing. And I'm sure there's so many other clubs and sports teams that have done equally as well. So congratulations on that. All of this transition and undoubtedly has added extra challenges for you, your parents, your teachers, the school staff, but I'm guessing it also made you much more adaptable. And speaking from experience, adaptability is a very important life skill and key to lifelong learning. I hope you all feel a sense of accomplishment and that you continually flex your adaptability muscles as you move on to your next chapter. Whether you go on to post-secondary education, a gap year, or into the workforce, life involves continuous learning. Opportunities are everywhere, but you can't just wait for them. You need to seize opportunities and even create them for yourself. If you're interested in arts, volunteer for a gallery or theater. If you're interested in politics, volunteer for a campaign. If you're interested in healthcare, volunteer at a hospital. So you get the idea. Create your own opportunities so that it can help you succeed in whatever you choose to do. To family and friends, I have sat where you have sat. My sons have now graduated from university, but not all of them. One's still in school, and currently in the early stages of being out in the world, which sometimes includes being back home. So I can assure you that the job of parenting has not ended just because they've graduated from high school. It's still important to be there for them financially and emotionally for many years to come. But everybody in this room should be proud of themselves. As students, to be proud of what you achieved academically and developmentally. As parents, to be proud of the support you've given to your graduate to help them succeed. And as educators and school staff, to be proud of the learning environment that you've cultivated. So I'm here not only as a member of parliament, but also here on a personal level. My late husband, Arnold Chan, was a proud graduate of this school. He later became a lawyer and a politician and was the former member of parliament of this riding. Arnold was a lifelong supporter of Bethune, and since his passing, the Scarborough Agincourt Federal Liberal Association has generously supported a scholarship in his name. Walt Peterson from SAFLA is here to help me present the award, and Al Cobbs as well has assisted but could not be here today. Since it was established in 2018, the Arnold Chan Award has gone to a student with a strong interest in civics and community service, and 2024 is no exception. So I will leave the naming of the recipient to later on, so it can be a nice surprise. So I offer my congratulations on behalf of the federal government. So woohoo to the class of 2024. Woo! Thank you very much.
Thank you, MP Jean Yip. I would like to invite our Member of Provincial Parliament, Aris Babakian, to say a few words.
Good afternoon, students, parents, staff, teachers, for this important milestone in Norman Bethune School's history. As your member of the Provincial Parliament for Scarborough Agincourt, I am honored to celebrate with all of you on this meaningful occasion of the 45th annual commencement ceremony at Dr. Norman Bethune Collegiate Institute. I also bring greetings from the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, Minister of Education, and the entire Ontario Cabinet. To the graduating class of 2024, this day marks the milestone and the culmination of years of remarkable achievements, hard work, dedication, and perseverance. As you embark on the next chapter of your lives, embrace your future with confidence, curiosity, and a commitment to lifelong learning. I am particularly amazed by the recent accomplishment of your robotic team, Bear Bella, as Team Canada to represent our nation in the first global challenge in Athens, Greece. I had the pleasure recently meeting the principal and some of the team members, get update at their progress, and also how can I help them with the fundraising efforts to go and to represent our country. And this is a great achievement, not only for Norman Bethune School, but also for the province of Ontario and Canada. Congratulations to the team, to the teachers, to the instructors who brought this team to represent Canada in first competition around the world. We discussed how can I, as an elected official and as a resident of Scarborough Agincourt, help the team do the fundraising. I am exploring different options with our provincial government, but on a personal level, I pledged a $1,000 donation to the team to help them close the gap on the fundraising effort. And I would like to issue a challenge to everyone today here. Let's come together as a community, as a province, and help the team raise the fund necessary to participate in this important competition. So I am quite open to work with you in any capacity. We help each other, we help the team to represent Canada and come back with the first prize from Athens, Greece. Kudos to every parent, educator, and a staff member at Dr. Norman Bethune Collegiate Institute for contributing to a positive and enriching school year. Your commitment to fostering a student-centered environment that values excellence in academic, arts, and extracurricular activities has made a lasting impact on the students. On a personal level, I would like to issue a challenge to you, students, graduating students, that you are living in the best country in the world. The sky is the limit for your dreams and your achievements. We live in a country where everyone, when they arrive to Canada, regardless of their race, religion, ethnicity, skin color, they are equal. They have the equal opportunities. If I can cite to you my own life experience in Canada as a refugee, I think if I can achieve all the successes that I have achieved in Canada, you can do better than me. Because with my limited skills, I was able to serve as a citizenship judge. I was able to be re-elected for the second time to represent the Scarborough Aging Court. So I'm sure that with the knowledge you got from Norman Bethune Institute, this will be your base, your pillar of success down the road. So there is no reason for you not to achieve great successes, to become the next prime minister, premier, scientist, educator, you name it, whatever you like. And this is the promise of Canada to everyone, that if you work hard, if you volunteer in your community, if you dedicate yourself to Canada, Canada will give you the opportunity to become what you want. So there is no reason why you should not succeed. Yes, there are challenges, there are failures. We should learn from these failures and move forward. God knows I have plenty of failures, but I didn't let those failures put me down. I learned from them, I corrected my mistakes, and I moved on. And that's what I want you to do. Always move forward. Don't let any setback persuade you from your dreams. So I'm confident that the skills and the knowledge you have acquired will serve you well in the future. Congratulations to all of you, to the parents. Thank you very much for your sacrifices, because you came to this country to provide your children the opportunity to excel, to become something bigger than what our generation faced. So thank you very much for your efforts, for your sacrifices. And good luck to all of you, and happy Canada Day to everyone. May I call upon the principal to give him my honor scroll, please.
Thank you, MPP Ayers-Babakian. Now I'd like to invite Trustee Wong to say a few words on behalf of the Toronto District School Board.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, graduates, parents, family members, community members, and of course the staff here at Bethune. How are you today? Good. It's an amazing day. It's a hot day, not because of the weather, but because of the students here, the graduates here in our audience today. Yes, you are hot. Let me reassure you. Yes, you are. It fills my heart with pride and joy to see how much our graduates have grown and achieved in their public education years. You've made friends, you've shared laughter, and you have overcome challenges that have come your way, and you have done that together. You have shown us your boundless curiosity and enthusiasm for learning, reminding us of the beauty in embracing new knowledge every single day. My hope is that you continue to embrace the challenges that come your way with the same determination and resiliency that you have shown us all. First of all, thanks go out to the tremendous staff here at Dr. Norman Bethune, under the leadership of the principal, Mr. Scott. And they, of course, they are the teachers here, they are the office staff, they are the caretakers and all the staff that you don't see here right at this moment in this auditorium today. But please make sure that whenever you get a chance, you go up to them and express your gratitude, say your thank you, and that for the support and help that they have given you every single day of your learning life here at Bethune. So please give them a big round of applause. And to the parents, I know that you are very, very proud, and you should be very, very proud. And look at all these smiling young faces. And it's because of the heart and sweat and tears and the support that you have given them every single day of their life. And to the graduates, I'm asking you to take a moment to reflect on the love that you have received and support you have received from every one of your family members. And for that, I'm asking you to stand a little or turn to your left and wave. Some of you may be on the right. Wave at your parents, your family members. Wave at them. Blow them kisses. Yes. It's very important. Don't be shy. I know that some of them will say, oh, okay, I'll do it at home. But please remember, you don't do it here. Go home, give them all the kisses and hugs you have for them. Again, they deserve every single one of them. So parents, thank you for that, for entrusting your children with us. And thank you for the members of school council, as well as the many, many school volunteers that parent volunteers that you have helped, whether they are activities or concerts or any special events that we have at Bethune. Thank you for your help. You are the strong voice of the community. You are the parents, the community members that make Bethune the hub as it is today. Thank you for that. For the parents and family members, thank you. Yes, graduates. How many years have you in public school? 14, isn't it? 14 years. Yes, it's a long road, but it will be worth it. Whether you are excited to move on or completely terrified of what the future will hold, your graduation is something that is very, very special and you will remember for a long, long time. It represents your accomplishments, what you have learned and how you have changed for the better. But most importantly, it symbolizes the end of the journey now at Bethune, but at the beginning of a new one as you continue to experience what life has in store for you. So, what do you see yourself in 10 years? You may be asked that question already. Some of you may have finished university or college and enter into profession or the trade, and some of you may have started your own business. The sky is the limit. But we also recognize that some of you may probably unsure of what you will do in the years that lie ahead. Although you can't predict the future, you can create it. Always continue to strive for what you want and work hard to achieve your goals. All you really need to know is that the destination is the way to get there. If you don't, please make a map. Make one. Do not underestimate yourself as you're capable of more than you think you are. With your priorities in mind, please find out what you enjoy. Finding out what you enjoy to do is the best way to find out who you are supposed to be and what you want to do with your life. No one will experience your journey the same way you do. So, graduates, please go out there and be very bold and curious and embrace the future with the boundless curiosity, enthusiasm, and determination that you have shown us. I hope that you will be happy with whatever you choose to do and whomever you choose to be. Please make that each and every day by letting go of regrets and negative experiences and living each day to the fullest. Remember to embrace your flaws and mistakes because you can learn a lot from them. You can forget what hurt you, but you should never forget what it taught you. Sometimes the wrong choices take you to the right places. Be very excited for what lies ahead and know that your future is very, very bright. For now, I only have basically two advices. Number one, embrace the people who surround you with love and care. Take them along the way onto the path of your life journey. Be very, very, put them close to your heart and always remember that they are there to support you and you're there to support them as well. And number two, that learning never stops. Learning never ends. So go out there and learn and be involved. And for the parents, family members, all you need to remember at this point is that the best is yet to come. Once again, congratulations on behalf of the Board of Trustees. May you have the best and brightest future ahead of you. And for everyone in the audience, may you have a most relaxing yet adventurous summer ever. Thank you all.
Thank you, Trustee Wong. We understand on our special guests have other graduation ceremonies to attend this afternoon, so we thank you for being with us and know that you may be leaving shortly to attend graduating ceremonies at other schools. We are now ready to present the Ontario Secondary School diplomas and the winners of the Department Awards. At this time, with the front row of graduates with your green card, follow Mr. Ishiguro to the stage steps. Follow Ms. Kim. The Ontario Secondary School Diploma is awarded to a student who has earned a minimum of 30 credits. Along with this diploma, some students may also be receiving the Ontario Scholar Certificates, which signify that those students attained an average of at least 80% in 6th grade 12 subjects. Some students will be receiving a Bethune Scholar Certificate for earning an average of 90% or better in 6th grade 12 courses taken at Bethune this year. I will now call on Ms. Blum to read the names of the first group of our diploma recipients.
All right, we're good. We got it. Not my first assembly. Okay. All right, graduates and guests. I'm pleased to read the names of the first group of graduates who are here to receive their Ontario Secondary School diplomas. Mr. Vance Scott, please come forward and present the diplomas to the first group of OSSD recipients. Please hold your applause until the whole group has received their diplomas and awards. Now to our graduates. Mahad Amir will be taking construction techniques at George Brown College. Would Mrs. Kilbride please come forward and present Mahad the Broadway Ready Dramatic Arts Award? Shabnam Abdul Matin is an OSSD and Ontario Scholar recipient. She will be taking a Bachelor of Science in Nursing at Trent University. Anu Oluwapo Abosede is receiving his OSSD, and he will be taking computer science at York University. Nabiha Saad Hassan is an OSSD and Ontario Scholar and will be taking life science at the University of Toronto. Duha Al-Arbid is an OSSD recipient and will be taking psychology at York University. Ismail Ali is an OSSD recipient. He will be taking mechatronics engineering at Toronto Metropolitan University. Joy An is receiving her OSSD. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. Joy will be taking linguistics at the University of Toronto. Abdullah Ansari is an OSSD recipient and an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking computer science at York University. Elizabeth Ban is an OSSD recipient and an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking psychology at Western University. Josiah Brissett is an OSSD recipient and an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking a gap year. Andrea Cow is receiving her OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking animal biology at the University of Guelph. Johnson Cow is receiving his OSSD. He's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking Honours Science at the University of Waterloo. Vicky Cow is receiving her OSSD. She's a Bethune Scholar, an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking Integrated Biomedical Engineering and Health Science at McMaster. Would Miss Anderson please come forward and present Vicky with the Grade 12 English Award? All right. Wilson Cow is an OSSD recipient, a Bethune Scholar, and an Ontario Scholar. Wilson will be taking Computer Science at Toronto Metropolitan University. Akira Chan is receiving his OSSD. He is taking Psychology at York University. Calvin Chen is receiving his OSSD, and he will be taking probably something music or tech related at York University. Abby Che is receiving her OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking New Media at the University of Toronto. Charles Chen is receiving his OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking Computer Engineering at the University of Ottawa. All right. Daniel Chen is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking Integrated Biomedical Engineering and Health Sciences at McMaster. And would Mrs. Kilbride please come forward and present Daniel with the Grade 12 Instrumental Music Award? All right. David Chen is receiving his OSSD, is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and he will be taking Computer Science at the University of Toronto, Scarborough. Emily Chen is receiving her OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar. She will be traveling for a year. Gloria Chen is receiving her OSSD. She is an Ontario Scholar and a Bethune Scholar. She will be taking Computing at Queen's University. Hong Tao Chen is an OSSD recipient and an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking Computer Science at the University of Toronto. Jackie Chen is receiving his OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking Sustainability and Financial Management at the University of Waterloo. Jefferson Chen is receiving his OSSD. He's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. And would Mr. Wayne Liu please come forward to present Jefferson with the Grade 12 Computer Engineering Award? Joanna Chen is receiving her OSSD. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking Management BBA at the University of Toronto. Joe Chen is receiving his OSSD. He's a Bethune Scholar and Ontario Scholar. He will be taking Civil Engineering at the University of Toronto. And would Mr. Tam please come forward to present the Mary Kirkpatrick Mathematics Award to Joe? Lester Chen is receiving his OSSD. He is taking construction technology at George Brown College. Maggie Chen is receiving her OSSD. She's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. She is taking nursing at Toronto Metropolitan University. Mei Shi Chen is receiving her OSSD. She's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. She is taking Co-op Management and International Business at the University of Toronto Scarborough. Nathan Chen is receiving his OSSD. He's an Ontario Scholar and a Bethune Scholar, and he will be taking Civil Engineering at the University of Waterloo. Peng Chen is receiving his OSSD. He is an Ontario Scholar, and he will be taking Physical and Environmental Science at the University of Toronto. Richard Chen is receiving his OSSD, and he is an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking Computer Engineering Co-op at the University of Ottawa. Samuel Chen is receiving his OSSD. He's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking Medical Science at the University of Western Ontario. And would Mrs. Kilbride please come forward and present Samuel with the Wind Ensemble Award? Do you want Stephen or Zing? Zing Chen is receiving his OSD. He will be taking Renovation Technology at George Brown College. Calvin Chu is receiving his OSSD. He is an Ontario Scholar, and he will be taking Linguistics at York University. Tony Dye is receiving his OSSD, and he will be taking Computer Science at Wilfrid Laurier University. Sophie DeRose is receiving her OSSD. She's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. Sophie will be taking History at Queen's University. Would Mrs. Koutianopoulos please come forward to present Sophie with the Grade 12 Equity in Theory and in Practice Award? Pauline Dizon is receiving their OSSD, and they are an Ontario Scholar. They will be studying music at the University of Western Ontario. Would Mrs. Kilbride please come forward to present Pauline with the Outstanding Senior Musician Award? Monica Dong is receiving her OSSD. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and she will be taking Co-op Management at the University of Toronto. Devin Duong is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and he will be taking Life Science at the University of Toronto. Henry Fang is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking Honours Mathematics at the University of Waterloo. Miriam Fanjan will be receiving her OSSD Schism, and she is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking Business Management at the University of Toronto. And would Mrs. Koutianopoulos please come forward to present Miriam with the Grade 12 Canadian and International Law Award? Zara Fardu is receiving her OSSD. She is an Ontario Scholar, and she will be taking Civil Engineering at the University of Toronto. Would Mrs. Kilbride please come forward and present Zara with the Audra Noble Memorial Leadership Award? Elaine Flores is receiving her OSSD. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking social work at Toronto Metropolitan University. Erin Flores is receiving her OSSD, and she is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and she will be taking criminology at Toronto Metropolitan University. Meena Gagendra Prasad is receiving her OSSD. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking agricultural science at the University of Guelph. Rachel Jiang is an OSSD recipient. She is an Ontario Scholar and a Bethune Scholar. She will be taking nursing at Toronto Metropolitan University. Charlie Gu is receiving his OSSD, and he is an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking nursing at Toronto Metropolitan University. Michael Guo is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and he will be taking computer science at Toronto Metropolitan University. Ela Fassan is receiving her OSSD, and she will be taking psycholinguistics at the University of Toronto. Andrew He is receiving his OSSD, and he will be taking civil engineering technology at, it doesn't say where. Okay. Kathleen He is receiving her OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking a Bachelor of Design at York University. Sailiso is receiving her OSSD, and she is an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking Business Management at the Toronto Metropolitan University. Christine Huang is receiving her OSSD Schism, and she is taking Honors Mathematics Co-op at the University of Waterloo. Danny Huang is receiving his OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar, and he will be taking Social Sciences and Humanities at the University of Toronto. Elaine Huang is receiving their OSSD. They are an Ontario Scholar. They will be taking Geological Engineering at the University of Waterloo. Emmy Huang is receiving her OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking Cosmetology at Seneca Polytechnic. Would Ms. Elenthiran please come forward and present Emily with the Grade 12 Spanish Award? And would Ms. Azis come forward and please present Emmy with the Grade 12 Women's Healthy Active Living Award? Eric Huang is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and he will be taking Life Sciences at McMaster University. Johnson Huang is receiving his OSSD Schism. He is an Ontario Scholar, and he will be taking Accounting with Co-op at Brock University. Wendy Huang is receiving her OSSD. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and she will be taking Environmental Design at OCAD University. Would Mrs. Kilbride please come forward to present Wendy with the Grade 12 Art Award? Huraya Irfan is receiving her OSSD, and she is an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking Life Sciences at the University of Toronto. Andy Jiang is receiving her OSSD, and she will be taking Forensic Psychology and Criminal Justice at Brock University. Helen Jiang is receiving her OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking Social Sciences and Humanities at the University of Toronto. Kevin Jiang is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking computer engineering at the University of Waterloo. Richard Jiang is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking honors kinesiology at McMaster University. Tracy Jiang is receiving her OSSD. She is an Ontario Scholar and will be taking interior design at OCAD University. Noah Jin is receiving his OSSD, and he will be taking kinesiology at the University of Waterloo. Anika Kapoor is receiving her OSSD, and she will be taking life sciences at the University of Toronto. Thanuja Kethiswaran is receiving her OSSD, and she will be taking civil engineering at Toronto Metropolitan University. Amanda King will be receiving her OSSD SHISM, and she is taking sports management at York University. Dia Kaliwad is receiving her OSSD, and she is taking biomedical sciences at York University. Christy Kong is receiving her OSSD. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and she will be taking life sciences at the University of Toronto. Would Mr. Harrop please come forward and present Christy with the Grade 12 Wilder Penfield Triple Science Award? Ethan Kuo is receiving his OSSD. He is an Ontario Scholar and a Bethune Scholar, and he will be taking computer engineering at McMaster University. Stephanie Lau is receiving her OSSD and is taking criminology at York University. Would Ms. Ilanthiran please come forward and present Stephanie with the Grade 12 Cooperative Education Award? Danny Law is receiving his OSSD, and he is an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking graphic design at OCAD University. Would Mr. Rob Scott please come forward and present Danny with the Grade 12 Men's Healthy Active Living Award? Karina Leung is receiving her OSSD. She is an Ontario Scholar and a Bethune Scholar. She will be taking management engineering at the University of Waterloo. David Lee is receiving his OSSD. He's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and he will be taking electrical engineering at Toronto Metropolitan University. All right, Joanna Lee is receiving her OSSD. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking honors mathematics at the University of Waterloo. Would Mrs. Kilbride please come forward and present Joanna with the Charles Benson Memorial Award? Would Ms. Ilanthiran come forward and present Joanna with the Grade 12 Accounting Award? Would Mr. Harrop please come forward and present Joanna with the Grade 12 Gertzhart Herbsberg Chemistry Award? And last but not least, would Mr. Tam please come forward and present Joanna with the Grade 12 Advanced Functions Award? All right, Juno Lee is receiving his OSSD. He is an Ontario Scholar, and he will be taking business at Carleton University. And sorry, I can't read the rest. Okay. Philip Lee is receiving his OSSD, and he is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking environmental science at the University of Waterloo. Shirley Lee is receiving her OSSD, and she is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking business at McMaster University. And would Miss Ilanthiran please come forward and present Stephanie with the Grade 12 International Business Fundamentals Award. All right, Stephanie Lee is receiving her OSSD. She is an Ontario Scholar and a Bethune Scholar, and she will be studying computer science at McMaster University. And will Miss Ilanthiran please come forward and present Stephanie with the Grade 12 French Award. Anthony Liang is receiving his OSSD, and he is an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking the Automotive Power Technician at Centennial College. Erica Liang is receiving her OSSD, and she is an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking nursing at York University. Karen Liang is receiving her OSSD, and she is an Ontario Scholar. She will be taking environmental science at the University of Toronto. Tim Liang is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. He will be taking business administration at Laurier and computer science at Waterloo in a double degree. And would Mr. Wayne Liu come forward and present Tim with the Grade 12 Computer Science Award? And would Mr. Tam come forward and present him with the Grade 12 Calculus and Vectors Award? Oh, sorry. Alan Lin. He is receiving his OSSD, and he will be taking Global Business and Digital Arts at the University of Waterloo. Thank you, Mr. Scott. Please join me in congratulating the first group of graduates. I would like to now call upon Mr. Rob Scott to read the next group of graduates.
Thank you, Ms. Blom. I'd like to invite Mr. Sukram forward to present the diplomas to the second half of the graduates. Celia Lynn. She is receiving her OSSD, and she is an Ontario Scholar. Next year, she will be studying at Algonquin College in Forestry Technician. Eddie Lynn. Eddie is receiving his OSSD and will be taking a BBA at Laurier next year. Ivy Lynn. Ivy is an Ontario Scholar and is receiving her OSSD and will be studying computer science next year at Centennial College. Jeremy Lynn. Jeremy is receiving his OSSD, Schism. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. Next year, he will be studying commerce at Queen's University. Kelly Lynn. Kelly is receiving her OSSD. She's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. And next year, she will be taking accounting and finance at Seneca College. And I would like to invite Mr. Tam forward to present Kelly with the Grade 12 Foundations for College Mathematics Award. Peng Fei Lin. Peng Fei is receiving his OSSD, and will be studying business management next year at Toronto Metropolitan University. Whaley Lin Yu. Whaley is receiving his OSSD Schism. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and will be taking computer science next year at the Toronto Metropolitan University. Amy Liu. Amy is receiving her OSSD. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and she will be studying history at the University of Toronto next year. Bingbing Liu. Bingbing is receiving her OSSD. She's an Ontario Scholar and will be studying social sciences and humanities next year at the University of Toronto. Derek Liu. Derek is receiving his OSSD in addition to being a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and he will be studying mechanical engineering next year at the University of Western Ontario. Henry Liu is receiving his OSSD and is a Bethune Scholar and Ontario Scholar, and he will be studying nursing next year at McMaster University. Ivy Liu. Ivy is receiving her OSSD and will be taking health administration next year at Ontario Tech University. Jonathan Liu. Jonathan is receiving his OSSD and will be studying social science next year at the University of Toronto. William Liu. William is receiving his OSSD Schism. He is an Ontario Scholar and will be studying accounting and financial management next year at the University of Waterloo. Andrew Liu. Andrew is an OSSD recipient, and he is an Ontario Scholar, and next year will be studying medical sciences at Western University. Ling Liu. Ling is receiving her OSSD and is also an Ontario Scholar, and next year she will be studying nursing at Queen's University. Gloria Luo. Gloria is receiving her OSSD. She is also an Ontario Scholar and will be studying life sciences next year at the University of Toronto. Lucy Luo. Lucy is receiving her OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar, and she will be studying social science and humanities next year at the University of Toronto. Gwyneth Ma. Gwyneth is receiving her OSSD Schism. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and she will be studying business administration next year at Wilfrid Laurier University. Janie Ma. Janie is receiving her OSSD. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and she will be studying mechanical engineering next year at the University of Toronto. Kaylin Mao. Kaylin is receiving her OSSD Schism. She's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and next year she will be studying health sciences at Queen's University. And at this time I would like to ask Mr. Kay Lee to please come forward to present Kaylin with the Grade 12 Hillier and Priebus Biology Award. Joshua Mason. Joshua is receiving his OSSD and will be studying will be a car mechanic next year. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Vincent Liu to come forward and present Joshua with the Grade 12 Transportation Technology Award. Harvey Mata is receiving his OSSD. He is an Ontario Scholar And next year, he will be studying his Bachelor of Law at Brunel Middlesex University. Sarah Miao. Sarah is receiving her OSSD. She's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. And next year, she will be studying illustration at Sheridan College. I would like to invite Ms. Kilbride to come forward and present Sarah with the Grade 12 Digital Art Award. Kareem Mohammed. Kareem is an OSSD recipient. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. Next year, he will be studying electrical and computer engineering at Princeton University. At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Alenthrian forward to present Kareem with the Grade 12 Business Leadership Management Fundamentals Award. Zalika Nembard is receiving her OSSD, and she is an Ontario Scholar. And next year, she will be studying criminology at York University. Adeline Ng is receiving her OSSD, and she is an Ontario Scholar. Next year, she will be taking Management BBA and will be studying at the University of Toronto. Richard Ng. Richard is receiving his OSSD and will be studying engineering technology next year at Seneca College. Romisa Nuri is receiving her OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar. And next year, she will be taking life sciences at the University of Toronto. Jenny Peng is receiving her OSSD Schism. She is an Ontario Scholar, and she will be studying business administration next year at Wilfrid Laurier University. Zainab Raouf is receiving her OSSD. She is an Ontario Scholar, and she will be studying psychology next year at the University of Toronto. Athena Ren is receiving her OSSD, and next year will be studying psychology and neuroscience at Wilfrid Laurier University. Nathan Sen. Nathan is receiving his OSSD and will be studying honors planning next year at the University of Waterloo. I would like to invite Ms. Koutsianopoulos forward to present Nathan with the Grade 12 Challenge and Change in Society Award. Asad Shamsi. Asad is receiving his OSSD, and he is an Ontario Scholar, and next year he will be at Carleton University, where he will be studying mechanical engineering. Meredith Shao. Meredith is receiving her OSSD, and she is an Ontario Scholar. And next year, she will be at U of T's St. George campus studying life science. Peihao Shen Chen is receiving his OSSD. And next year, he will be taking applied math at York University. Cindy Shi. Cindy is receiving her OSSD. She's an Ontario Scholar, and she will be studying architectural conservation and sustainability engineering at Carleton University next year. Zainab Simsik is receiving her OSD and is an Ontario Scholar, and next year she will be studying at University of Toronto, where she will be taking life science. Jason Su is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and next year he will be taking Physical and Environmental Sciences at the University of Toronto. Nicole Su is receiving her OSSD, and she is an Ontario Scholar. Next year, she will be studying Business Administration at Wilfrid Laurier University. Carl Sun. Carl is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and he will be studying math next year at the University of Toronto. Lynn Sun. Lynn is receiving her OSSD, and next year she will be studying forensic science at the University of Toronto. Henry Tam. Henry is receiving his OSSD. He is an Ontario Scholar, and he will be studying financial analysis and risk management next year at the University of Waterloo. Kai Yi Tan. She is an OSSD recipient, a Bethune Scholar, and also an Ontario Scholar, and next year will be taking mathematics at the University of Waterloo. At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Kilbride to come forward and present April with the Grade 12 Film Studies Award. I'd also like to ask Ms. Koutsinopoulos to come forward and present her with the Grade 12 Analyzing Economics Issues Award. Micah Tan. Micah is receiving her OSSD, and she will be taking flight attendant studies at Seneca College next year. Ryan Tang. Ryan is receiving his OSSD, and he will be studying kinesiology and health science next year at York University. Vithursha Thayakaran is receiving her OSSD Schism. She's an Ontario Scholar, and she will be studying software engineering next year at the University of Western Ontario. Alan Tien. Alan is receiving his OSSD. He's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and next year he will be studying business administration at Laurier University. Kevin Tu. Kevin is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and next year he will be studying mechatronics engineering at the University of Waterloo. And at this time, I would like to ask Mr. Harrop to come forward and present Kevin with the Grade 12 John McLennan Physics Award. I would also invite Mr. Tam to please come forward and present Kevin with the Grade 12 Data Management Award. Asta Wadwa is receiving her OSD and is an Ontario Scholar, and she is taking business administration at Wilfrid Laurier University, and I believe it is also her birthday. Happy birthday. That's what the card said. I hope it was right. Anna Wang. Anna Wang is receiving her OSSD, Schism, and she is taking a gap year next year. Grace Wang. Grace Wang is receiving her OSSD. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and next year will be studying dental hygiene at Canadore College. Jennifer Wang. Jennifer Wang is receiving her OSSD Schism. She's an Ontario Scholar and will be studying Rotman Commerce at the University of Toronto next year. Josephine Wang. Josephine is an OSSD recipient, a Bethune Scholar, and an Ontario Scholar. Next year, she will be studying health sciences at the University of Waterloo. William Wang. William is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. And next year, he will be at the University of Waterloo, where he will be studying honors mathematics. Zijun Wang is receiving an OSSD and will be studying nursing at Seneca College next year. Chris Way is receiving his OSSD and is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar and will be studying health science at the University of Waterloo next year. Madison Wong. Madison is receiving her OSSD. She's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar and will be studying chemical engineering next year at the University of Waterloo. Thank you. Mitchell Wong is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and next year will be studying planning at the University of Waterloo. I would like to invite Ms. Chanu forward to present Mitchell with the Grade 12 World Issues, a Geographic Analysis Award. Nina Wu. Nina is receiving her OSSD. She's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. And next year, she will be studying Art and Media Management at the University of Toronto. Fei Xia. Fei is receiving his OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar and will be studying mathematics and physical science next year at the University of Toronto St. George campus. Jason Jiao. Jason is receiving his OSSD and will be studying creative technologies next year at York University. Leo Xi. Leo is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and he will be studying statistics next year at the University of Toronto. Max Zheng. Max is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and will be studying honors math next year at the University of Waterloo. Kelly Xu. Kelly is receiving her OSSD, and she is an Ontario Scholar. Next year, she will be studying psychology at the University of Waterloo. Ryan Xu. Ryan is receiving his OSSD today. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and next year, he will be at the University of Toronto taking computer science. Ryan Yan. Ryan is receiving his OSSD. He is an Ontario Scholar, and he will be studying life science next year at the University of Waterloo. Neil Yang. Neil is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and he will be studying computer science next year at McMaster University. Nikki Yang. Nikki is receiving her OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar, and she will be studying life science next year at the University of Toronto. Sunny Yang. Sunny is receiving her OSSD. She's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. Next year, she will be studying cellular, anatomical, and physiological sciences at the University of British Columbia. I'd like to ask Ms. Janu to come forward and present Sunny with the Family Studies Award of Excellence, Nutrition and Health. And I would like to invite Ms. Azes to come forward and present Sunny with the Grade 12 Kinesiology Award. Joseph Yee. Joseph is receiving his OSSD today, and he will be studying nursing next year at the Toronto Metropolitan University. Raymond Yee. Raymond is receiving his OSSD and is also an Ontario Scholar and a Bethune Scholar. And next year will be taking computer science at the University of Toronto St. George campus. Wen Ya Yi. She is receiving her OSSD Schism. She's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. And she will be studying Management, Bachelor of Business Administration next year at the University of Toronto. Lorenzo Yi Kai. Lorenzo is receiving his OSSD today. He is an Ontario Scholar and will be studying Kinesiology next year at the University of Waterloo. Kevin Yin. Kevin is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar and will be studying co-op management in the BBA program next year at the University of Toronto. Xiaojian Yin is receiving her OSSD today and will be studying business at Centennial College next year. Jarvis Yu is receiving his OSSD. He is an Ontario Scholar and will be studying mechanical engineering next year at the Toronto Metropolitan University. And I would like to invite Mr. Vincent Liu to come forward and present Jarvis with the A.B. Patterson Memorial Award. Selena Yu. Selena is receiving her OSSD. She is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and she will be studying Social Science and Humanities next year at the University of Toronto. Xinyuan Yu is receiving her OSSD and will be taking a gap year next year. Manuela Yulianto is receiving her OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar, and she will be studying fashion next year. Yemna Zera will be studying, is receiving her OSSD and will be studying life sciences next year at the University of Toronto. Alyssa Zhang is receiving her OSSD and is an Ontario Scholar and will be studying new media next year at the University of Toronto. Furman Zhang is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar and will be studying Bachelor of Management and Organizational Studies in the Ivy School at Western University. All right. Sorry, mic issues. Where am I? Would Miss Elanthrian come forward and please present Furman with the Grade 12 Financial Securities Award? Mark Zhang. Mark is receiving his OSSD Schism. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and will be studying Rotman Commerce at the University of Toronto St. George campus. Tony Zhang. Tony is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar, and will be studying geological engineering next year at the University of Waterloo. Yutong Zhang is receiving her OSSD. She's a Bethune Scholar and an Ontario Scholar. She will be studying music education at the University of Toronto next year. And I would like to invite Ms. Kilbride to come forward and present Yutong with the Grade 12 Vocal Music Award. Liliana Zhang Hong is receiving her OSSD and will be studying social science next year at the University of Toronto Mississauga campus. Hong Yi Zhao is receiving his OSSD and will be studying international economics and finance next year at Toronto Metropolitan University. Franklin Zhao. Franklin is receiving his OSSD today and is an Ontario scholar and will be studying business administration next year at Wilfrid Laurier University. Nikki Zhu. Nikki is receiving her OSSD, is a Bethune scholar and an Ontario scholar, and will be studying illustration next year at Sheridan College. I'd like to invite Ms. Kilbride to come forward and present Nikki with the Grade 12 Photography Award. I would also like to invite Ms. Azes to come forward and present Nikki with the Grade 12 Women's Fitness and Weight Training Award. Shailin Zhao. Shailin is receiving her OSSD and is an Ontario scholar and will be studying graphic design next year at OCAD University. Samuel Zhu. Samuel is receiving his OSSD. He is a Bethune scholar and an Ontario scholar and will be studying chemical engineering next year at the University of Waterloo. Tiffany Zhu. Tiffany is receiving her OSSD today. She's an Ontario scholar and will be studying architectural science next year at Toronto Metropolitan University. And I would like to ask Mr. Vincent Liu to come forward and present Tiffany with the Grade 12 Technological Design Architectural Engineering Award. Thank you, Mr. Sukram. Please join me in congratulating all of our graduates and department award winners. And I will now return the proceedings back to Ms. Barrett.
Thank you to Ms. Blum, Mr. Robert Scott for presenting our graduates. Congratulations to diploma recipients, Bethune Scholars, Ontario Scholars, and Department Award winners. With those graduates who have earned special awards, that is, those with purple cards, follow Mr. Ishiguro or Ms. Kim and assemble now for the special awards. While the next group is getting assembled, Mr. Ross and the Commencement Wind Ensemble will play for us Interlude Click by David Marlett. The next group of presentations will be to our special award winners. These awards are considered special awards as they are not connected to a specific department or subject area. Thank you to the many individuals, businesses, and Bethune staff members who have donated to these awards. Ms. Anderson will be announcing our special awards winners tonight.
Thank you, Ms. Barrett. It's too high. I'm too short. Oh, God. Okay, thank you. Would Mr. Jessa please come forward to present the next award? The Bethune 25th Anniversary Scholarship Award was donated by both former and current staff and graduates. The recipient of this award best exemplifies the well-rounded student. The recipient has been a positive role model, works hard to achieve to fullest potential, and has been involved in extracurricular activities throughout the school. The winner is Kaylin Mao. Kaylin, please stay on the stage for the next award. Would Mr. Ishiguro please come forward to present? The Rep Distinguished Service Award is given to graduating students who have shown remarkable leadership as a member of the Rep Executive. The first recipient is Kaylin Mao. The second recipient is Nikki Yang. And the third recipient is Sunny Yang. Sunny, please stay on the stage for the next two awards. Mr. Carl Thompson, please come forward to present the next award. The R.K. Thompson Award is donated in memory of the charter principal, Mr. R.K. Thompson, to a graduating student enrolled in a health science program at a post-secondary institution and has demonstrated commitment to building community through sports and to promoting physical health and fitness. This year's recipient is Sunny Yang. Would Mr. Vance Scott please come forward to present the next awards? The Dr. Norman Bethune CI Staff Scholarship Awards, donated by the staff, are presented to the graduating students who demonstrate a love of learning by being intellectually curious, value risk-taking in the learning process, are reflective, participate in a range of school activities, and are going on to post-secondary education. The first recipient is Sunny Yang. And the second recipient is Jeremy Lin. Would Ms. Alantharayan please come forward to present the next award? The new Canadian Achievement Award is presented to a student who has begun his or her school journey as an English language learner. The recipient has been a positive role model for his peers and has been an active member of the school community in addition to maintaining a strong academic average. This year's recipient is Mark Zhang. Would Mr. Colin Ng please come forward to present the next award? The University of Toronto National Book Award is awarded to a student with superior academic performance, original and creative thought, and exceptional achievement in a broad context. This year's winner is Stephanie Lee. I would like to invite Mr. Chris Harrop to present the next award. The Dr. Brenda Shapiro Memorial Award is presented by the Bethune staff in memory of Brenda Shapiro, who was the first science department head of Bethune. This award is given to the graduating student who best typifies the personality and values of the late Dr. Shapiro in displaying a friendly zest for living and being involved in a wide range of school activities. The award goes to Josephine Wang. Would MP Jean Yip and Mr. Peterson please come forward to present the next award? The Arnold Chan Award is donated by the Scarborough Agincourt Federal Liberal Association in recognition of late MP Arnold Chan, who was also a Bethune student. This award is presented to a graduating student who possesses an interest in social justice or global citizenship, as demonstrated by past and present school or community experiences. This award was set up and funded by Scarborough Agincourt Federal Liberal Association. The award goes to Kareem Mohammed. Mr. Ortwin, please come forward to present the next two awards. The Council for Exceptional Children Award is presented to the student who has shown exceptional achievement during his or her years at Dr. Norman Bethune CI. This year, the award goes to Shaylin Zhou. The Margaret Thompson Memorial Award is presented to a student who has successfully faced and overcome academic challenges and who displays a caring personality and a sense of humor. This year's recipient is Selena Yu. Would Ms. Azis please come forward to present the next two awards? The Health and Wellness Award is presented to a student who promotes and supports health and wellness initiatives in the school community and raises awareness and takes action to support students in improving their well-being. This year's winner is Gwyneth Ma. The Community Association Scholarship Award is awarded to a student who has demonstrated strong involvement and contribution to community events, which has resulted in strengthening ties between the school and the community. The award goes to Karina Lung. Would Michael Conway from the Rotary Club of Scarborough please come forward to present the next award? The Paul Harris Scholarship is presented by an action group of the 6 Rotary Clubs in Scarborough for outstanding leadership and volunteerism. This award is named in honor of Paul Harris, the founder of Rotary International. Rotary is the largest humanitarian organization in the world. The winner is Ling Lu. Would Mr. Till please come forward to present the next award? The Melanie Smeads Award is presented each year to a student who demonstrates creativity, sensitivity, and ability in English and the dramatic arts in honor of Melanie Smeads, a former Bethune teacher. This year is presented to Mahad Amir. Would Ms. Villaman Arenas please come forward to present the next award? The Lieutenant Governor's Community Volunteer Award is presented for exemplary student involvement in the community. The winner is Anika Kapoor. Would Mr. Rob Scott please come forward to present the next two awards? The Jim McQueen Excellence in Education Award is presented to a student for their exceptional involvement and service to their school and community life. This year's recipient is Pauline Dyson. The Governor General's Medal is awarded to the student with the highest academic standing based on the combined average of their grade 11 and 12 courses. This year's recipient is Joanna Lee. Joanna, please stay on the stage for the next award. Would Ms. Blom please come forward to present the next two awards? The Gibb Roberts Award is presented to the student who has contributed most to the spirit of Dr. Norman Bethune. This year's recipient is Joanna Lee. The Library Award is presented for outstanding contribution to the library program at Dr. Norman Bethune CI over a period of several years. This year's recipient is Mariam Fanjan. Mariam, please stay on the stage for the next award. Would Mr. Sukram please come forward to present? The Edge Imaging Award is presented to two students who have demonstrated enthusiasm and excellence in academic and/or technical multimedia endeavors and mentors others in the development of their multimedia, editing, and/or technical skills. The first recipient is Mariam Fanjam. And the second recipient is Madison Wong. Mr. Liu, please come forward and present the next two awards. The Jacor Marketing Award for Student Equality is given to the student who best exemplifies student equality by taking measures to prevent bullying and promote inclusion within the student body and models acceptance, kindness, and openness. This year's recipient is Gloria Chen. The Student Mentor Award is given to the student who best demonstrates acceptance, kindness, and openness to all students and participates in activities aimed at promoting inclusion and support. This year's recipient is Elaf Hassan. Elaf, please stay on the stage and accept the next award. Would Mr. Vance Scott please come forward and present? The Principal's Award for Student Leadership is presented to the graduating student who has demonstrated exceptional leadership in all aspects of school life. The recipient is Elaf Hassan. The Dr. Norman Bethune CI Staff Proficiency Award is presented to the student who has obtained the highest overall standing for each grade. This year's recipient is Kaylin Mao. Please join me to acknowledge all of our special award winners. I would now like to turn the program back to Ms. Barrett.
Thank you, Ms. Anderson, and congratulations to all our special award winners. Now it is the time to introduce your 2024 Bethune valedictorian. The valedictorian is chosen each year by the graduating class to address today's gathering from the graduate's perspective. It is indeed an honor to be chosen by your peers and as the valedictorian. Graduates, it is my pleasure to call upon Mr. Jessa, who will introduce your 2024 valedictorian.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am excited to hear this valedictorian speech. Class of 2024, are you excited? Why can't I get this kind of participation in my classroom? I am honored to introduce our 2024 valedictorian, Kaylin Mao. I have had the pleasure of teaching this young lady for 2 semesters, and she embodies the qualities that a valedictorian should have. I asked Kaylin, who would you like to introduce you for the valedictorian speech? And she said, certainly not you. And I asked her why. And she said, I've heard your speeches. Well, Kaylin, who's introducing you now? But we have a special, very special moment here, because not only does she get one teacher, her favorite teacher, but she gets two other teachers to introduce her. So I'd like to call upon, Mr. James Ishiguro and Miss Andrea Kilbride to come and address us further.
I don't really know why I got asked, because I taught her in grade 10 and she's kind of annoying. I also heard when she was in grade 9, she got 70% on a quiz. Whoa, I don't know. Also, didn't she hand in her ISU like a month late?
Yep, true story.
Yeah, this is your valedictorian.
Well, maybe not a
what?
month, 20 days?
20 days? Yeah. Yeah, her friends also describe her as a professional yapper. And wait, I quote, the ultimate Alpha Sigma Rizzler. Is that good or
right.
bad?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm not so convinced. So Miss Kilbride, maybe you can convince me, why is she the valedictorian?
I got you, Kaylin. There might be a few digs in here, though. I have had the privilege of teaching Kaylin in music class for not only grade 9, grade 10, 11, and 12. Or should I say that she's had the bad luck of being in my class for all 4 years. Kaylin is not the type of student to fly under the radar or hide in the shadows. She's a bubbly, outgoing ball of energy, and her radiance permeates the room. I remember a day in music class recently when it felt strange and unusual, and when I finally was able to pinpoint that it was just eerily quiet, so quiet, I made the connection that Kaylin was away that day. In the classroom, Kaylin's enthusiasm is infectious. In teaching practice, it's important to allow for what we call wait time. This is when we ask a question of the class, and we allow all the students time to process the question and formulate an educated answer. With Kaylin in the classroom, that wait time doesn't exist. She has a knack for being the first to raise her hand or just offer the answer without being called upon. Even when she has the restraint to not blurt out the answer, in typical Bethune fashion, she's often the only one with her hand raised. Her dedication is evident in everything she does, from her meticulously crafted and late assignments to her ability to juggle and multitask multiple tasks. I would often catch her studying for one other course during my music class or rehearsal. She has the ability to play her flute with music on the stand and her science study notes right in front of her as well. I asked her once if she was ever studying for my class while in science, and she said no. But in the last week of school, and I'm sorry to call you out on this, she actually skipped someone's class to practice her solo. I was honored. Teachers admire Kaylin's risk-taking, her work ethic, and her eagerness to learn. Ms. Azes said, Kaylin has always shown amazing initiative, creativity, and carries herself with confidence. She's a fantastic role model for others. Mr. Najak says it's her drive and sheer force of will that I think will lead her to many great successes. Kaylin is a good friend who exhibits empathy, warmth, and loyalty. She was the most requested roommate on our most recent overnight band trip. Her classmates admire her ambition and determination and her ability to do everything that she possibly can to get what she wants and does not let anything get in her way. These traits recently led her to rally support for her valedictorian nomination with a strategic Instagram campaign where she tagged almost the entire graduating class and said, "Remember to vote Kaylin Mao for valedictorian if your name is on the list." She has proven that you can balance academics, extracurriculars, and social activities. She not only has an impressive academic average, as you just heard, but she served on many outreach committees for the girls' robotics team. She's been the president of DECA, a REPS executive, and she's the co-founder of Girls for STEM, a volunteer in the York University Science Engagement Program, and a section leader and soloist with the Wind Ensemble. Kaylin's journey at Bethune has been marked by her unwavering spirit, commitment to learning, dedication, and friendship. I have no doubt that she will continue to inspire and achieve great things in the future. It is my honor to present your 2024 valedictorian, Kaylin Mao.
Thank you. Do I get to keep it? Thank you. It's pretty bright up here. So please wake up. I spent a lot of time on this speech, so please don't fall asleep. I'll be really sad. So, hello, honored guests, staff, friends and family, and the members of the class of 2024. My name is Kaylin Mao, and I am proud to be here delivering the valedictory address. Welcome to Dr. Norman Bethune's 45th commencement ceremony. For some, this is the first graduation they've attended. For others, this is doubling as an 8th grade graduation. Before I begin, I want to say some thank yous to the people who made today possible. Thank you to the staff. It seems like the teacher in this school really likes their job. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Because they've constantly gone above and beyond for their students. We appreciate all the times you've changed test dates to better meet our schedules, sacrificed your lunch break so that kids may complete a test, and remained after school to teach a topic in a new way. And we will never forget the time you volunteered to coach sports and manage groups at Bethune so that we can all discover our own hobbies. It's difficult to figure out what we want to do with the rest of our lives in 4 years, but we've never felt alone in making that decision. To all the parents and guardians who made it possible, thank you for sacrificing time for us, even though some of us may seem ungrateful. I'm looking at you guys. Don't worry, we'll make sure to cut up some fruit for you. Though the whirlwind of high school, the late-night study sessions, the tears over tough exams, and the countless activities, you were always there, our steady anchors in the storm. Thank you for your endless patience, your sacrifices, and your constant encouragement. You celebrated our victories and comforted us in our defeats, teaching us resilience, kindness, and the importance of hard work. Thank you for everything, and we hope that we made you proud. Also, thank you to reps and the commencement band. Good job. It looks really nice, and it was really well played. So thank you. Can we please give a round of applause to them? Also, shout out to Maggie, Pauline, Karina, Joe, and Madison. I promised to shout them out when I became valedictorian, and I'm keeping my promise. So for some personal thank yous, I want to thank my parents, so Lucy and Jimmy here. Oh, it's so weird calling them by their first name. Thank you for being my anchor. You've done your best to provide for me, and I hope to make you proud. To my beloved sister, thank you for being my biggest supporter. I will always treasure our late night gossip sessions, and I'm going to miss you a lot when I leave for university. Thank you for thinking of me, as I am always thinking of you. You're still annoying, by the way, so that doesn't change anything. Okay. Today I'm here to offer my reflections on the 4 remarkable years at Bethune. Even though many of us are ready to leave, I know I am, this place has provided us with some things that will last us well after high school. So, to prepare for this speech, I have decided to work with the same intensity as many of you has dedicated to a very important exam. So late last night, I began. I chugged 6 cans of Red Bull, inhaled some caffeine, and then played 4 hours of Roblox. Then I finally started. I opened ChatGPT and began typing. It's okay. I won't lose my conditional over this. If it's not for grades, I don't care. Okay? I did my research. Despite being in the school for 4 years, I still didn't know what the school motto means. Debonair. I don't know. I have the phonetic pronunciation here. I still can't pronounce it. Apparently it meant being confident, courteous, and charming. Interesting. Confident? That's funny. In fact, I would say Bethune students are quite the opposite. However, today is a day to celebrate the academic achievements, the unforgettable memories. So please give yourself a round of applause because we did it. When I first arrived in high school, I gave myself one goal. I wanted to be cool and mysterious. I know. Unbelievable. After what Miss Kilbright said, I didn't seem very cool and mysterious. I was going to sit in the back of the class and not say a single word. I wanted to start fresh, I want to be a new person. And being the angsty teenager I was, I wanted to be edgy. Spoiler, it didn't happen. This speech is now coming from someone who wears a bright neon yellow highlighter jacket to school. Indeed, very cool and mysterious. So reflecting on our time as a student, there are many instances where things did not turn out the way we expected. I know you guys hate, the grade 9 thing, so I'm going to start even earlier, in grade 3. In 3rd grade, we skipped EQAO. Nice. In 9th grade, we also skipped EQAO. I'm sure we were all pretty happy when COVID initially hit. I know you guys hate talking about COVID, but it's kind of hard to talk about high school without mentioning COVID, because we did suffer the brunt of the pandemic. We had no sleep schedules, and the classes were 3 hours and 45 minutes, and thanks to social media, I had the attention span of around 60 seconds, on a good day too, so good luck with that. And of course, our social development. Sometimes speaking to a 12th grader feels like talking to a brick wall. I'm sure our parents can agree, right? Hello? Yeah? Okay. Grade 11 hit us like a truck. It was our first time taking exams, and honestly speaking, every time I took an exam, I felt like a part of my soul was being dragged away. Grade 12 was, okay, I guess. I wanted to say that it was fun, but we were all just busy. Busy studying, doing extracurriculars, and applying to post-secondary. There was barely any time for fun. It was just one due date after another. To me, high school often felt like a toxic relationship. The pressure to excel academically, participate in extracurriculars, and maintain a social life can be overwhelming, leaving us feeling stressed and inadequate. Conflicting advice from teachers and the struggle to fit in mirror the confusion and identity crisis seen in toxic relationships, where you feel lost trying to meet everyone's expectations but your own. Constantly comparing ourselves to others and fearing the judgment from peers and teachers alike create a pervasive sense of isolation. The unhealthy competition can erode self-esteem, making you question your own self-worth. High school is hard. There were too many mental breakdowns coupled with unhealthy coping mechanisms. Well, that is unless you took private school. I'm throwing shade at you guys, yes. However, you cannot let this break you. Mental health is important, and some of you better seek some professional help. The people who I'm talking to, they know who they are. We finished, and there is power in completing. We are all very proud of you for finishing high school. Okay, to wake you guys up, I've compiled a small list of accomplishments of the graduating class with the help of fellow teachers. I sent this email out like 3 or 2 weeks ago, and yesterday I still had to chase them down to fill out the form, so these are your teachers. Please feel free to clap or cheer for your fellow students. So in drama, the senior students wrote their own play and performed in the National Theater School Festival. In fact, 2 of our students won acting awards from the festival. Our senior students also performed at Artscape, a program in TDSB Creates. Please clap. In visual arts, the senior art students showcase their work at the Shadows of Racism exhibit in the Aga Khan Museum. Quoted from the website, "This initiative believes in engaging communities through education and the creative arts. The project brings people together, aims to move emotionally, and alters our perception and behavior to eradicate racism." And a special shout out to Tiffany for designing and illustrating our yearbook this year. They're really nice, I can promise you. In business, we have our Schism graduates with the purple sash. Congrats on completing the program. I know how difficult it was, but our hard work has paid off. In DECA, we have 4 students placed top 10 in the provincial competitions. Jenny Pang in the Independent Business Plan cluster, Mei Chi Chen, Mark Zhang, and Daisy Dai in the Business Solution Project cluster. In French, many of the grade 12 French students were awarded the internationally recognized DELF diploma, which allowed them to work in any French-speaking country or region. The grade 12 French students also learned about Haitian culture, music, and dance, and incorporated what they learned to choreograph and perform a short dance routine. In mathematics, we have Karina Lung, who led the math club team, and this year, the math club students participated in over 20 math contests and celebrated their achievement at the Math Awards ceremony. I know it's long, just bear with me. Zhou Chen was part of a math team that went to the University of Waterloo to participate in the Canadian Teen Math Competition. In science, Sunny Yang finished top 10 in her HOSA competition in sports med. In athletics, the senior class has won many awards, such as Senior Girls Regional Volleyball Champions, Overall Boys and Girls Badminton East Region Champions, and Overall East Region Badminton Champions. Bearbella, are you ready? Yeah? All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, we're Bearbella! Hi, so I'm part of Bearbella, if you didn't realize. So in robotics, Bearbella was chosen by First Canada to represent Canada at First Global Challenge in Athens, Greece. Develotics made it to Worlds for the 2nd time. Medcat and Robotics received awards at the Ontario FTC Provincials, and we founded our 5th robotics class team, Budget Tech. Last but not least, in music, we had our first retreat since 2019. We won OBA Provincial Band Festival Gold and Percussion Excellence Award. The stage band won the silver in the Golden Horseshoe Music Festival. We are who we are because of ourselves, okay? Our own efforts. So please give one giant round of applause for everyone. Sometimes it's hard to imagine starting over. New environments, new people. Starting over is hard, but sometimes a new beginning is all you need. Similarly, the people who supported us through this tough time are the friends we've made along the way. Even though the concept of high school itself is a toxic relationship, ultimately it's not the school that makes the people, but the people that make the school. Bethune is like any relationship or friendship. Think back to when you were first seeking it out, hoping it would happen. Think about the way it finally came to change you, and in turn allowed you to change it. This graduating class has changed Bethune back by challenging it to be brighter and warmer than it was. I heard the scoffs. Who scoffed? I'm sure in many ways we are eager to leave high school behind. But don't forget the good days you've experienced here as well. Bethune really needs alumni donations. Before I end my speech, I have a few words of wisdom to share with you, which is kind of ironic because I don't have that much wisdom. So number one, when you turn 18, please open a TFSA account. You don't need to put any money in it, even though it's recommended. Opening one means you can catch up on payments. So please open one. Any of you guys 18 here? Raise your hand. How many of you have a TFSA account open? Shame. Shame on you. Open one. Number two, stop thinking too much about the what ifs. Start thinking more in the present. It's important to have a clear vision of where you want to be, but stay flexible. Don't turn away opportunities that could possibly help steer you to a better path because you're stuck in this vision. Number three, if you really care, you will always find time. Number four, and that's one of the last ones, I really hate the your life is like a book analogy because it's not. When you start a book, there is certainty of the next page. We know when a book is going to end, and we can feel the story conclude. In life, there is no such thing as certainty. As Donovan Livingstone said, I am the strange fruit that grew too ripe for the popular tree, meaning that he is different and won't follow the masses. Life is too short to be influenced by others. Please become independent thinkers. Become critical thinkers. Don't just believe what people say. Search for the truth yourself. Understand that the world will always try to push its opinion on you, but be the strange fruit. Challenge the norm and be your own person. Graduates, I leave you today with one last quote. Don't be a stranger. Please don't become a stranger to me. Text me about the new friends you make at university or work. Call me when you just need someone to talk to. Wave to me when we see each other in the grocery store. I know you guys are awkward, but yeah. Don't be a stranger. The Bethune community will always support you. So, see you until next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Kayleen, for your address on behalf of this year's graduating class. I would ask Mr. Scott to please come forward to present the Dr. Norma Bethune Valedictorian Award on behalf of the graduating class of 2024 to your valedictorian, Kaylin Mao. Thank you, Mr. Scott. On behalf of our administration team, thank you to our office staff, teachers, and caretaking staff who have contributed to the organization of this event. In particular, I would like to thank Ms. Karen Ten, Mr. James Ishiguro, Mr. David Ross for the significant contribution to the ceremony. I would also like to thank the following student groups: Bethune Reps, Blaze, and the Commencement Wind Ensemble for their efforts and contribution for today's program. Graduates and guests, please join us in the cafeteria for refreshments. Please remain at your seats and keep the aisle clear during the processional as the platform party exits first, followed by the graduating class. But first, join me in a round of applause for our 2024 graduating class. Congratulations.